The movie opens in a dark, secretive setting, where a mysterious villain confidently explains his master plan. He believes no one will ever trust the truth once the chaos begins. His goal is terrifying: to create fear across Zootopia by targeting hunters and turning the city against itself. As he laughs, it's clear this threat is far from over. Suddenly, the story shifts back to familiar heroes. Zootopia celebrates its golden era as Judy Hopps, the city's first rabbit police officer, and Nick Wilde, the once con artist turned cop, are now official partners. Their unlikely friendship has become legendary, praised across the city. The new mayor publicly honors them during the grand celebration of Zootopia's 100th anniversary of the weather machine, a system that allows animals from every climate to live together peacefully. The message is hopeful: predators and prey can coexist. The city believes unity has finally won. But beneath the celebration, danger quietly returns. Back at the Zootopia Police Department, officers prepare for a major raid. A customs officer is suspected of smuggling illegal goods through the shipyards. The plan is detailed, tactical, and meant for senior officers only. Judy and Nick are eager to prove themselves, but Chief Bogo shuts them down. He orders them to stand aside and observe, reminding them they're still inexperienced. Ignoring that order turns out to be a huge mistake. As the raid begins, Judy notices something isn't right. A customs officer blocks their path, pretending to enforce the law. But Judy senses corruption. When questioned, the officer becomes defensive, revealing cracks in his story. The situation explodes into chaos. Against orders, Judy and Nick chase the suspect through the city. What starts as a simple pursuit quickly spirals into destruction. Vehicles crash, streets flood, and innocent civilians are put at risk. The suspect escapes into the shadows, but Judy manages to recover something important from the wreckage: a smuggled box containing propaganda material about Zootopia and reptile skin. This discovery changes everything. Back at headquarters, Judy and Nick present their findings, hoping they've uncovered a massive conspiracy. But instead of praise, they're met with anger. Chief Bogo is furious. The chase destroyed half the city, caused animals to go missing, and forced the deployment of heavy police units. Worst of all, reptiles are officially considered extinct in Zootopia. Yet the evidence suggests otherwise. Judy believes reptiles may still exist, living in secret, and could be behind a new threat. But Bogo shuts her down, accusing her of recklessness and ego. He warns that her actions make the entire department, and every rabbit officer, look bad. Then comes the punishment. Judy and Nick are removed from active field duty and reassigned to a special Problem Partners program. If they fail again, their partnership will be permanently dissolved. This hits harder than any arrest. Nick tries to joke it off, but Judy is crushed. She believes they were doing the right thing. The city may be celebrating peace, but she knows something dangerous is coming, and no one is listening. Their new assignment turns out to be humiliating. They're sent to partnership therapy, designed for dysfunctional police duos. The therapist immediately points out their flaws. Judy overcontrols everything, while Nick hides behind humor instead of confronting problems. The verdict is brutal: if they keep going like this, they'll never truly trust each other. But Judy refuses to give up. She tells Nick they must prove they belong together. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Because if they fail again, this partnership ends forever. The city is still recovering from the chaos Judy and Nick caused during the dock chase, but behind the scenes, something even darker is happening. We see powerful figures who are furious about the reptile situation, not because they want justice, but because they want control. One of them makes it crystal clear: the law doesn't matter anymore. Whoever controls the Linksley files controls the future of Zootopia. And anyone who gets in the way is disposable. Meanwhile, Judy and Nick are doing the only thing they can, trying to keep investigating quietly, even though they've basically been put on probation. But they hit a wall fast. They need information about reptiles, and in Zootopia, reptiles are treated like a myth. Nobody wants to talk about them. Nobody wants to admit they exist. So Judy turns to the one place where everyone knows everything: the underworld. Judy and Nick go to Mr. Big, the crime boss who once owed them a favor. And even though Mr. Big acts polite and flashy, his message is cold. If they're wrong about this reptile conspiracy, they're dead. And if they're right, they might still die, because the people behind it are far more dangerous. Mr. Big warns Judy about a name that keeps coming up behind the scenes: Linksley, a powerful figure connected to the weather machine legacy and the expansion plans for Tundra Town. According to Mr. Big, Linksley isn't just rich, he's ruthless. But Judy refuses to back down. She reminds everyone of the oath they took: protect the city, even when the city doesn't protect you. Nick supports her, but you can tell he's nervous. He's spent his life surviving by avoiding danger, not charging straight into it. Still, the duo makes a choice. They're going to find the reptile and hear the truth directly. Mr. Big tells them the only way to approach reptiles safely is through someone who understands them, a reptile expert, who can actually communicate with the hidden community. And that person turns out to be a loud, chaotic internet personality. A podcaster. Someone who knows how to chase leads, stir crowds, and get attention, the exact opposite of what Nick wants right now. But Judy is desperate, and she agrees. This new expert basically becomes their third teammate, and instantly makes everything messier, louder, and riskier. But they don't have a choice. They have 24 hours. If they fail to prove anything by tomorrow morning, their partnership gets broken apart permanently. That night, the trio heads to the one place nobody in Zootopia wants to visit: Marsh Market, a forgotten, isolated zone filled with water routes, strange rules, and residents who survive outside the city's spotlight. This place is bizarre. The culture is completely different. Everyone speaks differently. The locals don't like outsiders. And the expert keeps making dumb mistakes that could get them attacked. Nick, who usually controls situations, feels uncomfortable for the first time in a long time. And Judy, who normally acts fearless, starts to realize how deep this conspiracy really goes. Because Marsh Market isn't just poor or hidden. It's sealed off, like the city intentionally tried to forget it exists. Eventually, they are taken to a hidden den to meet the reptile they're searching for, the same snake the city now blames for the recent terror at the festival. The reptile is cautious and defensive, but not evil. And when they finally talk, everything flips. The snake reveals that the Linksley Files, the legendary book containing the true blueprint of the weather machine, is not just history. It contains proof. Proof that reptiles were framed in the past. Proof that the old terrorist attack story was manipulated. And proof that snakes were blamed so mammals could seize land and power without resistance. The snake explains why reptiles vanished. After the incident, mammals treated all reptiles as monsters. The fear grew, the blame spread, and eventually reptiles had to escape or hide just to survive. Now history is repeating itself. Tundra Town is expanding again, and Marsh Market is next. If Linksley takes the land, reptiles lose their last safe place forever.